Well, hello everyone. Today we've got a great community partner in Fidelity Investments, and Kevin Canafax, who is the Vice President of Governmental Affairs. So, Kevin, thank you so much for being with us. Um, Maybe you could update the community on how Fidelity is dealing with this pandemic now going on in our world.
Well, Kris, first off, thank you for having me on your program, and it's so good to connect with the citizens of Kenton County, the whole county of Fidelity Investments, and frankly, we're doing very well in spite of the many, many challenges. We, as you know, are a privately held firm, and that affords us a great strategic advantage in the sense that we're able to plan ahead. And we were very well prepared for this pandemic, although certainly like many other companies in Northern Kentucky, the Commonwealth of Kentucky, and across the country, no one could have envisioned how significant an impact COVID-19 would have, not only on our work life, but on our personal life. But Fidelity, I always like to say, is a technology company in financial services. And that technology focus really helped us prepare for an event of this magnitude. And when we had a conference call nationally to talk about how we were going to respond to the stay-at-home orders and the coronavirus, um, literally within 24 hours on March 14th, 70% of our workforce was working from home across the country. That's how easily we were able to make the transition. And if you look at where we are today, the largest percentage, the largest majority of all of our associates, including those that work on our campus in Covington, are working from home. And we haven't missed a beat in terms of our commitment and our service to our customers and our clients. And that is a direct testimony to our associates. Fidelity is committed to our customers and making sure that we serve as a calming voice, if you will, particularly in times of unprecedented times, such as the ones we're living right now. And we've made the transition as well, if not better, than anyone could have imagined or expected. And we're continuing to build on that momentum as we have the days ahead of us relative to the efforts to start to reopen the economy and the role that Fidelity will play in that capacity.
What kind of impacts have you seen? The parts have gone very well, of course, but what kind of impacts have you seen with this distance working or work from home? What kind of impacts have you seen at all in terms of connectivity with customer, connectivity with coworkers? Any impact there?
It's actually been very, very good, as I alluded to. I think, again, our long-term view, our long-term investments in technology have really helped us weather this pandemic very, very well. And as it relates to our associates, they were able to make that transition working from home, Kris, while still being able to service our clients and our customers. They never lost sight of what our focus is all about, why we exist, and what we're supposed to be doing. And at the same time, Fidelity as a company, our role, our responsibility was to make that transition as comfortable and as accommodating as we possibly could for our associates. So, we did that in many various ways, not only by providing them the technology necessary to continue to do their jobs, but all of the programs internally that we've offered through our HR group, webinars and programs and education, assistance in terms of helping them manage their personal livelihoods and what they would have to do in the way of work balance. We really adopted a very flexible, accommodating schedule for people to work. I mean, Kris, everyone, not just Fidelity, but everyone had to kind of go back to the drawing board in light of this pandemic and rethink the way we work. And I think, without question, there are some new norms that have been established in terms of our ability to communicate effectively, not only within the enterprise of Fidelity, but also with our customers and our clients, that are going to actually be improvements and help us to do our job even better moving forward past COVID-19. And that's been a silver lining, if you will. Certainly one of the biggest challenges everyone's confronted with is the cabin fever. I mean, the fact that, we're confined to our homes, there isn't a lot of social engagement, if any, for that matter, maybe outside family circles. So, the way in which we help to try to strike a balance is to be understanding and flexible with everyone's schedule, while creating a dynamic that continues to uphold the high level of service and dedication that we have to our customers and our clients.
And you used the term responsibility a moment or so ago, and you take that very seriously. Fidelity has always taken its position in the community very seriously. How are you guys looking at that as you move forward with this responsibility of reacting to the new norm? Maybe you guys are going to set some standards probably for the community eventually.
Well, I appreciate you saying that. Fidelity has been in Covington in Kenton County since 1994. And we watched our workforce grow from about 500 to 700 people to over 4,200 people today. And every one of the people that work for Fidelity live in Northern Kentucky and Greater Cincinnati. And I know you're a huge regional advocate, as I am. So, we have people that live on both sides of the Ohio River. And we really believe very strongly it's a corporate focus. It's part of our culture about giving back. And there are some things that we've done, quite frankly, privately that we can't really talk about because in keeping with Fidelity being a privately held company, there are things that we do philanthropically that we don't share with the general public. As a matter of not we do philanthropy for the right reasons. And that's to give back and be supportive. And I can tell you that we have been very supportive and engaged with St. Elizabeth Hospital, with the Horizon Fund in Northern Kentucky, as well as the Free Store Food Bank. We have a huge national commitment to help with feeding those impacted by COVID-19. In fact, one of the more novel ideas that have come out of this more recently is that Fidelity has corporate dining on our campus, which means we have cafeterias where our associates can go and eat lunch and breakfast during their shifts. And we're working with that in-house partner, Fidelity, to actually provide pre-made meals to the Free Store Food Bank. And we have a commitment to feed 500 people a day for the next several weeks as part of that partnership. And we're doing that nationally. We're doing that in 7 regions across the country, but Kentucky happens to be one of the 7. So, you look at our financial literacy and our education, our teacher training, everything is going virtual. We just had our Fidelity National Cares Day, which our associates are involved in the community. Traditionally, that's been going out to schools. It's been going to some of our nonprofit partners like the Boys Girls Club or Junior Achievement, and actually doing some type of project or work to better that mission and that objective of that organization. Now we're doing all that virtually. So we've had associates make masks for nonprofits. We have teacher training coming up as part of our financial literacy campaign and program. We'll be doing all of that virtually coming up here this summer. Again, the partnership with Free Store Food Bank that I've mentioned, and again, more of our philanthropic focuses in partnership with some key organizations in this region. It's important that everybody find a way to be supportive of not only of our associates and their families, but that extension of the community, and particularly those people that have been more adversely impacted by the pandemic.
Well, and I have to say thank you on behalf of the whole community. And one of the things that can help get out of this is jobs. And we've gotten you've been able to celebrate some new news recently about actually hiring, bringing additional team members onto the Fidelity team. Maybe you can address that. So that's fantastic news as we get back to this, get the economy back open.
It certainly is, Kris, and I appreciate you mentioning that. I mean, we're committed to supporting our employees and our customers during this time of uncertainty, as I mentioned. due to the change in tax filings and IRA contribution lines, we've had more customers that have been seeking our help and guidance, and we want to ensure that they continue to experience the best service possible. And, we've been stepping up to help our clients navigate their financial lives during this time of uncertainty and in the future. And, while the economic disruption and the market volatility has been really stressing the financial system overall, we will assure people who are considering a new job or career change that Fidelity remains on solid footing, both financially and operationally. So, it's times like these that we're really, really pleased to be offering, great jobs, both in our retail brokerage operations as customer service consultants or financial consultants, some of which are licensed representatives, some are customer service representative positions. 2,000 jobs that we're going to be filling across the United States, 300 of which will be right here in Covington. And our client-facing employees play a critical role in helping our customers no matter what is going on in their lives. They serve, as I said at the outset, they serve as a calming voice in the marketplace. They've been doing a phenomenal job keeping customers on track during the pandemic. We're also offering a very expedited hiring process along with virtual interviews. So we can do remote onboarding. So we're being very creative in the way that we're engaging people who are interested in coming to work for Fidelity, as well as once they commit to onboarding them in a proper way. And I must add this, we have been just so pleased with the response. We've had just a phenomenal response to these job openings that we recently announced. And I think that speaks volumes, certainly to the caliber of people that live in our region, that live in our county, in Kenton County, and in Northern Kentucky and Greater Cincinnati. So, we're very excited to be offering this rock, if you will, this stability to let people know that we're a very, very healthy company, doing very, very well. And we're doing well enough that we need to add capacity and we need to add talent. And that's why we're looking to fill 300 jobs in this region.
That's great. Well, and every organization is only as strong as its people. The people of Fidelity have always been amazing in the community, and you've obviously been a great example of that, leading the charge. So I appreciate the time today and wish the best of luck to Fidelity and every one of the Fidelity team members.
Well, thank you. And on behalf of our 4,200 employees, as well as our regional leadership team, and Matt Bone and Ashley Becker, our site leaders, we're very appreciative of the opportunity to share with you. You're a very important leader in the region, Kris, and we appreciate your leadership and your commitment to, your constituents. But we're also appreciative of the platform to let everyone know how we're doing as a company, how our associates are doing, and how we're servicing our clients and our customers.
Fantastic. Thanks so much, Kevin.
Thank you, Kris. Be well.